My mom always had like short, platinum blonde, you know. Oh my God, that is a spider. Oh girl, what we don't do. I'm at this park. I'm here in Houston. It's a huge park and it has like a huge biking trail that goes all through the park and damn near all through the city. I actually came to this park yesterday with my friend Malik because he randomly was like, hey, you want to go ride bikes? And I have been wanting to go. And so we came yesterday, but I just felt like I wanted to come back today. So that's what I did. I hope you can hear me well. But I brought my journal because I figured I'd find a little place by the water somewhere and, I don't know, journal, start planning some things with the businesses and all of that, which has just been stressing me out. Sorry if I keep licking my lips. My lips are so dry right now, and my Carmex is in my backpack, and I don't feel like putting this down to get it, so I'm just gonna be licking them. Lately, I've just been really wanting to, like, as the weather's been getting better, I've been wanting to like come out and take advantage of that more. So one of the things I wanted to do was ride bikes. And it was just so funny because I just kind of like posted about it randomly in one of my stories, Instagram stories. I just kind of randomly posted about wanting to literally go ride bikes. I was like, let's ride, like I want to go outdoors and do stuff outside. In this age, you know, like I talk about my current age, your 20s and shit, like a lot of your friends, like they just want to party and all of that, and they just want to go and shake ass and fuck niggas, and it's like, I mean, that's fun too, don't get me wrong, but you know, I also don't want to get too far away and get back to the stuff that I really enjoy. One of those, for example, volleyball. I used to love playing volleyball. I mean, I won't say I'm the best at it or whatever, but I played volleyball in high school, and I would love to go to the park and just hit the ball around. Sometimes you can go up to random people and be like, hey, if you got 3 people, they may have 3 people, y'all can set up a game, shit like that. Like, just like getting active and stuff. And I feel like, yeah, I go to the gym and all of that, but there's sometimes, I don't know, you might go up a set of stairs and I'd be like, okay, I'm more tired than I expect myself to be at my young age, you know what I'm saying? So like, maybe I need to start being more active. That's why I was so elated when my friend Malik had asked if I wanted to go ride bikes, because it's like, yes, that's exactly what I want to do. I'm gonna find a spot to sit, but I don't know, is this a cute little shot? I think so. I mean, the audio's probably crap, but this is cute. This is just one of the little features out here at the park. Let me get where you can see me. And then this way, you have a little bit of the city, have a little bit of the wilderness. Every week, I go to open mic poetry. It's really cool, you know, definitely my vibe. And that was something I said, you know, moving out here, I want to surround myself with the things that I like. I like art. I like art. I do consider myself an artist, and I like being around artists. I like seeing the way that people can use their minds and stuff to just change the way they view the world. I just like to see it, and I love seeing how people use language, particularly Black people use language to really share their narrative of the Black experience in their Black experience, because it's such a unique one. So anyways, all that to say, I go to this poetry thing, and I don't know, like I was just very emotional. And the reason, and I haven't been for a couple weeks because I've just been like too busy and stuff. But this last week, I was like, I really need to go. Like, I just really want to go. Let's move over here. I just saw this little view, and it's really pretty. the trees hanging over the water like that. That's gorgeous. So yeah, I just felt like particularly emotional that day. And it was just weird. I just wanted to go. I'm at the poetry thing, and there's like a lot of good poets that are going. And there was this guy, he got up and he was, you know, kind of, I don't know, my initial human prejudice, whatever, automatically kind of disconnected with this person. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna be able to relate much to what this guy's about to say, or like, oh, this is probably gonna be funny, you know, as opposed to me, you know, kind of discrediting his ability to create deep poetry. You know, nothing bad. I'm just saying, like, my first thought when I saw him was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna relate to him as much. He got into character and he took some deep breaths, and then he had like this very stricken look in his face. Like he seemed almost unhinged a little bit, but just very scared and like, I don't know. It was definitely performance, you know? And then he started talking about how he believes in believing. And the poem was basically kind of analyzing or giving the reasons why he believes in believing and why he has to believe in believing. And like, you know, he just kind of got into a lot of like his dark thoughts, I guess. And he was just like talking, and I felt like he was just talking to me. And we were like, made eye contact throughout the poem, and you can see like he was getting choked up, like he was about to start crying, and I started crying. You can tell he was like scared, like he spoke as if he's afraid. And what his poem was about was just about life and the way that he has to view life in order to handle it. But it wasn't happy. It wasn't like a happy hopeful. It was like hopeful because I'm terrified type shit. And I don't know, I don't know, so I was like crying from that. And then the next poet, you know, she comes on, she's so lively. So she's about my complexion, has a really short, like platinum blonde hair. She had like a big, beautiful smile. So the whole time, you know, she's walking up to the stage, and I'm just looking at her, and I'm like, girl, something just bubbled over there in that water. I don't know if something poked his head out or trying to jump on me. All right now. So when I initially saw her, I was just like, she reminded me of my mom. Like, has the same hairstyle as far as like my mom always had like short platinum blonde, you know. Oh my God, that is a spider. Oh girl, what we don't do. I'm sorry, honey, but what we don't do is that, all right? No, there was a spider that just decided it was gonna crawl. It was a little spider, but them brown recluses don't need to be big to be deadly. All right, bitch, if y'all saw a spider crawl on me while I was sitting down there, you make sure you put it in the goddamn comments. I need to know about it, because now I'm thinking, like, how many other spiders then came out and I didn't see, because I was over there running my goddamn mouth. But anyways, so she had came up and she started, you know, and I was just like, she just reminds me of my mom. I don't know, just the way she looks. She gets on with her poem, and her poem was about her daughter, her 15-year-old daughter, coming out to her as bisexual. How at that time in her life, you know, where her head was and all that other stuff, the way that she handled it, she thought she was doing the right thing by trying to discourage that lifestyle and that behavior with her daughter. And so in the poem, she kind of tells that, but the consequence of that and how that caused her to start missing out on things in her daughter's life, and her daughter wasn't disclosing things with her anymore, and wasn't talking to her about stuff. You know, they still had a relationship, but she just really noticed that her and her daughter's relationship started to get like really distant as a result of it. And you know, by the time she realized it, it was just kind of too late. Time has already went on. You know, she's already missed out on, you know, so many conversations and moments, motherhood opportunities, and she just wished that her and her daughter were a lot closer. Mind you, all of this is through poem, but it was like deep, and she's performing this, and it just really kind of took you on a journey. The way that the poem ended was kind of like a message to the parents, but also just like her kind of apologizing and saying the things that she wished she could have said. And in hindsight, you know, knowing that was what was really important was just making sure that she created an environment where her daughter felt safe, with her, and you know, disclosing her and expressing herself and going through that journey and making it so she didn't feel like she had to do it alone, you know, and just creating a better environment where she might not have been saying a lot of the things that she was saying, and as opposed to trying to push her away from being gay or whatever, just like accept them for who they are and make sure that they're doing that safely and appropriately. And I don't know, girl, I was just bawling. Hold on, let me start walking back to my car before I get too far on this path. I'm gonna start walking back. The sun's gonna be behind me. I don't know if it's gonna make the screen dark, but anyways, oh, I could talk like this. We can kind of walk sideways and you can get a view. You know, that took a lot of growth and, you know, self-reflection to come to that conclusion and to be able to, you know, say that. But also in what she was saying, she was also admitting that she was wrong, or she felt like she was wrong, and she may have felt like she was right in that moment, but that, you know, maybe that wasn't the best way for me to go about it. And I see that, and I am acknowledging what that has done. It made me so emotional. I don't know how to explain it, but lately I've just been having a lot of emotions. You know, I've been experiencing growing pains, if you will. I won't even say growing pains, but just coming to a lot of like little truths and things, you know. I feel like this is just part of maturity, and I feel like I'm maturing. I'm growing up literally before my eyes.
Right, that's not thing.
I feel like these are the moments where I'm having to really accept a lot of the apologies that I'm never gonna get. I'm having to answer my own questions and write the endings to a lot of little stories that have been to be continued for so long. And I feel like that's what I'm doing, and that's good. Like, you know, that's the work, but it's just a lot. I feel like it's necessary for me to do it because there's so much more that I want to do. I'm finding a lot of blocks in my creativity, and I just feel like it's because there's so much unsettled issues, like unsettled things going on in my head that are like, I just need to make peace with those things. I need to grow, and I feel like I'm doing my work so I can move on. I feel like because my mind has just been so everywhere, and I've been doing so much of this like inner work with myself, I haven't been able to give as much to other people as they are demanding of me. This is cute. Thumbnail. I'm just kidding. But all in all, if I were to use this to document this moment in my life, you know, this time in my life, I feel like I'm becoming more okay with who I am. I'm becoming very content with myself. I'm just really kind of settling into who I am, who I want to be, what I like, what I dislike, setting boundaries. So let's enjoy this view. I'm just rambling because as I'm walking, I'm like taking in the sights, and I gotta keep an eye out for Selena, you know what I mean? That's another thing we gotta talk about, because I just feel like coming from the West Coast, long story short, I'm just around a lot of different kinds of people here, and I find that I'm very uncomfortable by particular kinds, but we'll talk about that in another video. But thanks for listening to me ramble about whatever. Thumbs up or subscriber, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.